Destiny is cruel, and it has decided to make Baby Yoda a villain all of a sudden. Listen, episode 3 is coming tomorrow, and as many as you, I can't wait for it as well. So many people took to Twitter in order to ruin Baby Yoda's image in the next episode. This is all going nuts. But what I want to talk about in today's video is not only why Baby Yoda's controversy is at an all-time high since the last episode, The Passenger, but I want to also discuss it with you guys, hopefully by the end of the video, and see, is there credence to this thing that Baby Yoda was actually acting a fool? So for those who missed episode 2, The Passenger, basically the episode features Mando, who is now still seeking for another Mandalorian in order to find Baby Yoda's species, planet, whatever it is that will connect him to his tribe. He needs to find this hidden network of Mandalorians who Mando is convinced that they will send him to the right path. And on Tatooine, he finds somebody that might help him. A new character that was dubbed Frog Lady was presented in episode 2 in her precious container of fertile eggs. Now, this container of eggs represented her entire hope for her ancestral line. The way they made it seem in the episode was that these eggs are the last hope for this species. Her husband is waiting on an asteroid moon, and so Mando needs to take her there, and then they will help Mando to find a secret Mandalorian that he is searching for. But to most, just a species facing extinction is enough to do the deed, to save her basically and her entire species. Imagine if you had that power in your hands, wouldn't you jump at the chance to save a species? That is an accomplishment that not many can talk about. And so Mando, of course, not only agrees because of that, but also to finalize his own quest of finding that Mandalorian. However, this is where kind of the controversy starts. You see, several times during the episode, Baby Yoda, aka the child, was caught eating the eggs. This was unbeknownst to Frog Lady, who not only doesn't notice the first time Baby Yoda does it, but she barely realizes that Baby Yoda is after her eggs while the episode is ending. The final shot is Baby Yoda turning to look at the container with the eggs, and Frog Lady kind of insinuating and protecting that container from Baby Yoda's eyes virtually, but I don't think during the entire episode she realized that Baby Yoda was munching on those eggs throughout the entirety of that episode. So for many, myself included, I mean, considering the severity of her situation, it was kind of a dark comic running gag showing Baby Yoda basically eating the last of her eggs, so the last of the species. To many, this is not a joking thing, and that's exactly what happened. Many fans went on to slam the show for exactly what happened with Baby Yoda, branding Baby Yoda basically as a villain in that episode. And I kind of understand them. Not that we like to see Baby Yoda as a villain, but indirectly he was kind of a monster in that episode. He ate the eggs of Frog Lady. He also ate a semi-formed spider from its egg. Without skipping a beat, he did not even hesitate. He penetrated the egg, ripped up the tiny bit spider, and inserted it into its mouth without giving it a moment's thought. This is not to say that Baby Yoda has not done this before. We've seen him eat a frog in the first season, basically, but this time it was really different. Many fans went on to find this upsetting and horrifying as a joke, and they took to Twitter. Once a hashtag and a tweet storm was unleashed upon Baby Yoda, Lucasfilm creative art manager Phil Zostak, who tweeted some reasoning between the logic of that episode. He went on to say, for the record, Chapter 10 of The Mandalorian makes it clear that the Frog Lady's eggs are unfertilized, like the chicken eggs many of us enjoy. But obviously chickens aren't sentient beings, and the child eating the eggs is intentionally disturbing for comedic effect. While he tried his best, still fans were not satisfied with the explanation in the slightest. A couple of examples where many took to Twitter to bash them, and I'm just going to give some examples for you guys to know what's happening. So one tweet said, "I'm a mom. It's not funny at all to hear Mama Frog Lady go into detail about how important and beloved her eggs are to have, and to have to watch them get eaten on 3 separate occasions for ish and giggles. Can't just one mom get to survive and keep her kids So another wrote, for the record, the frog lady was very adamant about the fact that her eggs were important to her. Now this is actually very true, and that it was her last and only chance to have kids. So it's actually kind of effed up for someone to mess with that. It's not funny. To make matters even more hilarious, I don't know, I find this hilarious. In the midst of all of this controversy, Funko Pop released the child with egg canister toy, and it is a doozy right now. It is mired in controversy. One thing that will happen, it will either boost sales or it will damage sales. Right now it's all up for grabs, and it's kind of crazy to think that people now view Baby Yoda as a villain. Not to say that he is a villain, but that episode kind of damaged the reputation that Baby Yoda had. But the fact that The Mandalorian is more of a serious show than the rest of the Star Wars shows that were previously, I mean, most of them were animated, so they were directly made for children and kind of teens. This show is darker and grittier. It is made for more of an adult audience as well as a younger audience. So keeping up with their darkish kind of universe, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, I don't think did anything wrong, simply because this universe is raunchier. It is not clean cut, so you will see Baby Yoda make these mistakes and these things in order to grow with him. They are both actually making mistakes so that they can grow to be better people, better species. So now I think the fandom has started to split in The Mandalorian. Some people want it to be clean cut, and same as the animations were previously, the animated series of Clone Wars and Rebels, but other people want grittier, darker Star Wars to see him decapitate heads and do the things that we did not see in Star Wars before. That's how in the beginning The Mandalorian was promised to us. But we can clearly see that the fans are still not ready, at least some of them. By Baby Yoda just eating some eggs, it raises controversy and makes him a villain. So things are not quite as smooth for The Mandalorian in this season. I remember season 1 was very smooth ride. Everybody was on board, everybody loved it, but season 2 is starting off to a bumpy ride so far. And it's going to be interesting to see where they go with this. So talk to me down below in the comments. Tell me, what do you guys think about this controversy as well? Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.